Well, starting out with a live look this morning, looking out over Bayshore where we see some clouds in the sky. Otherwise, winds are calm. It's mild to start the day. Temperature sitting right at 84. And I was talking about the potential for some showers popping up this morning. And we're seeing a couple of those north of Tampa Bay as we check on Sky Tower radar. Most of us going to start out the morning dry. And then as we get into the mid and late morning hours, shower and thunderstorm potential starts to increase then into the afternoon. But a couple of pops on the radar here right outside Bushnell and just to the west of 75. Some locally heavy rain there. An isolated area right over Hernando Beach, especially on the eastern side there of the Hernando Beach area, and just north of Crystal River and scooting right outside Denellen. We have some of these thunderstorms popping from the north and generally drifting near the coast there. This little isolated storm just outside Denellen, seeing about 60 cloud to ground lightning strikes right now in that area. And that is going to be the potential for today with some cluster of thunderstorms just off the Big Bend. A lot of lightning in the mix for that. And as we track thunderstorms popping up later this morning and into the afternoon, they will be able to produce locally heavy rain, but also frequent lightning is something that we will be watching for as the storms get going. Checking on temperatures right now, Pinellas Park is at 80 degrees, Brandon, Plant City sitting right in the mid 70s, New Tampa 78, Palm Harbor 83, Weeki Wachee at 82. Good morning to you in Dade City and Bushnell starting out at 78 this morning. Land O'Lakes right at 80 degrees, upper 70s along the coast from Sarasota down to Inglewood. Mayaca City is sitting at 77 at this hour. Bradenton 80 degrees and more in the way of mid 70s from Haines City down to Frostproof into Arcadia as well, locking in at the mid 70s. Winds are calm and light across the area, up to about 5 miles per hour on the coast, where we generally have variable winds today, but primarily we'll be dealing with winds out of the west and northwest around our ridge of high pressure. So the clouds are going to be in place the next couple of hours. West northwest wind right around 5 up to 8 miles per hour. You see the clouds with us, and then as we get close to 11 o'clock and into the early afternoon, there will be the potential for some rounds of rain and thunderstorms in the mix. That is going to come with cooler temperatures though. So we look at the big picture here. This is the area of low pressure that's sitting just off the coast of South Carolina, kind of hovering South Carolina and Georgia coastline areas. That is along a stationary front, which is overall going to be pulling in a lot of tropical moisture for us. As high pressure has been in control, that overall is going to get kicked out of here by all of this tropical moisture that basically is going to move right from the east coast of the state, tracking across Tampa Bay, Big Bend, and Panhandle areas, and then skirting along the northern Gulf Coast. The good news is after a couple of days of these higher rain and storm chances, drier air gets pulled back in from the east, and that is looking ahead to this upcoming weekend. And so we are going to be dealing with the rain and thunderstorm threat pretty high through the next several days, but already eyeing the weekend, and we really drop off the rain chances from there. 10 o'clock, you see some of those thunderstorms starting to fire up around the Nature Coast into the afternoon. We are going to deal with widespread, numerous heavy rounds of rain and storms. Those should push off the coast into the evening hours. We get a bit of a lull in the activity, and then overnight there is going to be the potential for some of these showers and storms to get going with on and off coverage into the day on Wednesday. Temperatures, we're talking mid and upper 80s for most of the area. Some of our southern spots may max out right around 90 degrees. I'm forecasting 89 this afternoon in Tampa with winds out of the northwest right around 5 to 10 miles per hour through the day. Near 80 degrees for our Tampa Bay spots, but many spots will drop off to the mid 70s to upper 70s for overnight lows. So even we scale those down just a bit after we've been starting out in the low 80s. You see highs in the upper 80s today. Tomorrow we creep back into the 90s. Then by Saturday and Sunday, mid 90s making a return.